Hello, my name is Jackson, and today I'm going to be giving you a lesson about the writing and English section of the SAT. So there are a number of different types of questions that will appear in this section. One common structure of a question, they'll give you a sentence, often part of a larger passage, and then they'll give you some options for how the sentence could be improved. And there are a number of strategies and grammatical rules you can use to figure out the best way to improve a sentence. We're going to go through a few examples today. One overlying principle that I think it's important to always keep in mind with this type of question is the fewer words you can use to express the idea, the better. That underlying principle of trying to create the shortest sentence possible is a good general rule for answering this type of question. There are a few different situations in which we can apply this rule, and I'll go through some examples of that right now. So there are a few different reasons why a sentence might be too long, and there could be some way that you could shorten it and make it better. One basic example is just that the sentence is overly wordy, that it uses a lot of words when only one word could suffice. Here's an example of the sentence. I have the beginning of it written up here. I'll read the entire sentence now. So it's thinking in a manner more general, we can say that good schools enable people to learn. Now the error in this sentence, like I already said, is that it's overly wordy. We're using a lot of words to convey an idea that could be conveyed with only one word. So the correction that we should make to this sentence, again, on the actual test, this will be a multiple choice option, but for demonstration purposes, I'm going to write it out on the board. So we would eliminate this phrase, thinking in a manner more general, and replace it simply with the word generally. So the sentence then would read, generally, we can say that good schools enable people to learn more. As you can see, the same idea is still expressed, but with only one word. This often is the case when we use words like generally, which is an adverb, right, that describes how something is done, or when we're using an adjective that describes a noun, a person, place, or thing. It's a common error to create a whole phrase to express the idea, when really we could just use one modifying word, either an adjective or an adverb. So if you ever see a phrase like this, keep in mind, is there a way for me to shorten it into one word? Okay. Our second type of sentence that could be made shorter and therefore better is one that includes redundant words. Now, redundant words mean two words that express the same thing. Again, similar to the first one, but now instead of a whole phrase, we have two words that are expressing the same idea. Our example sentence here is, the stock market might repeat its drop and rise pattern again. Now, the underlying logic of this sentence is clear, it makes sense, there are no big, long, wordy phrases, but if we examine the meaning of every word here, we have the stock market might repeat its drop and rise pattern again. Repeat means that something is being done for a second time, as does the word again. The words both express the same idea, therefore one is redundant. So to make the sentence better and shorter, we'll eliminate this last word so that the sentence just becomes, the stock market might repeat its drop and rise pattern. That's a shorter sentence. It still conveys all the ideas of the original sentence. Therefore, this is the correct way to write it.